It is a split session across global markets, and the divergence tells an important story. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete Forex market briefing for August 11th. Currency markets are being driven by a complex mix of central bank policy, geopolitical risk, and shifting growth expectations. Let us break it all down. Here is a snapshot of how the major currency pairs are trading today. Euro to US dollar is trading at 1.15, losing 0.15% on the session. The world's most traded pair is driven by ECB versus Fed rate differentials. The move in the dollar reflects reports that understanding the role of the European Central Bank Encyclopedia Britannica. Pound sterling to US dollar is trading at 1.35, gaining 0.1% on the session. Sterling is highly sensitive to UK inflation data and Bank of England rate guidance. The move in the dollar reflects reports that $116 million stolen from crypto cold wallets in security breach. US dollar to Japanese yen is trading at 159.28, gaining 0.88% on the session. Dollar yen tracks the US-Japan rate differential and Bank of Japan intervention risk. Equity markets are responding to reports that Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 weekly preview, inflation data, more tech earnings due investing.com. USD SGD is trading at 0.7807, losing 0.18% on the session. The Singapore dollar reflects Asian FX sentiment, trade flows, and MAS monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Australian dollar to US dollar is trading at 0.7059, losing 0.06% on the session. The Aussie dollar closely tracks commodity prices, especially iron ore, and Chinese growth signals. The move in the dollar reflects reports that understanding the role of the European Central Bank Encyclopedia Britannica. US dollar to Chinese yuan is trading at 0.1483, gaining 0.04% on the session. The onshore yuan reflects PBOC daily fixings, US-China trade dynamics, and capital flow controls. The move in the dollar reflects reports that $116 million stolen from crypto cold wallets in security breach. US dollar to Indian rupee is trading at 95.44, gaining 0.24% on the session. The Indian rupee tracks RBI monetary policy, FII and FPI capital flows, and US-India interest rate differentials. Equity markets are responding to reports that Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 weekly preview, inflation data, more tech earnings due investing.com. Now let us look at the macro forces behind today's currency moves. On the geopolitical front, traders are reacting to news that oil prices fall as market awaits possible US-Iran ceasefire deal. Energy now. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Equity markets are responding to reports that Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 weekly preview, inflation data, more tech earnings due investing.com. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. On the data front, investor sentiment is being shaped by Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 weekly preview, inflation data, more tech earnings due investing.com. The move in the dollar reflects reports that understanding the role of the European Central Bank Encyclopedia Britannica. The move in the dollar reflects reports that $116 million stolen from crypto cold wallets in security breach. Our near-term view on US dollar to Japanese yen. US dollar to Japanese yen is in a consolidation phase, a pattern that can precede a significant directional break. Watch the $162.47 resistance and $156.10 support as the boundaries of the current range. Currency markets can move fast and unexpectedly. Central bank surprises, geopolitical shocks, and data prints are the key risks to monitor. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Every morning, before markets open, we break down exactly what is moving and why. If you want that edge every day, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If today's analysis was useful, a like is the best way to support the channel. We genuinely appreciate every single one. We read every comment, drop your view below. That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe and we will see you in the next one. That is your Forex briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily currency coverage.